This is Friday, the post on the 19th of May. I'm up to date as far as I can say for this post of Friday, the 1990. Anyway, this is proof that Joe Biden is a stinker while Donald Trump is the chosen of the gods or God, depending on your abilities to perceive the universe in intelligence. Now, this is what's happening. Shake it up, shake it up. Mr. Mr. Trump is bringing peace to the Middle East. Believe it or not, the intractable wars, religious wars that have been going on for centuries. Battles, the modern battles between the state of Israel and terrorist Muslims. Not the good Muslims. There are kind of good Muslims. A lot of good Muslims. Most Muslims are good, but there are some who are bad. They have a distorted concept of Islam. And it's not nice. And not only does it turn them against Christians and Jews and Hindus, it's against each other. Well, that's going to end. Because commerce is coming to the Middle East. Yes, commerce. And this don't make commerce being the priority in the Middle East a bad thing. Like, oh, it's capitalism, that's bad. It should be socialism. No, capitalism with the honor and a good dose of morality is better than the commies. Always has been and always will be. That's truth. That's the truth. Now let's see. Leave Grant alone. This is another article from the Post, in which criminals, career criminals who didn't like their grandma, are hitting old ladies in the 70s. Career criminals, cowards. You know women at that age can't take a punch no more. They can't bob and weave. Yet you attack them with impunity and hit a whole bunch of little ladies. This is wrong. As a little old man, I wish I could defend the little old ladies, but I can't. I'm in my wheelchair. What am I gonna do? Bump into them? And then they hit me with dishonor. Oh, career criminals. They used to be career criminals were nicey nice. Not nicey nice, but they didn't go out of their way to hit grandmas in the head. Makes me mad. I think vigilantism is called for. Oh, I can't vigilante myself, but I direct it. Oh, God. Tell he's a stinker. Stuck in tangled web. You know what happens? The young people don't go out to play baseball or basketball in the back lot because they're afraid of being kidnapped. So the helicopter mommies keep them indoors and they play with their little video games, or the video games becomes their whole life. And then the video communications with people unknown. This is bad. You gotta get out in the air. You gotta see people in person, not just an imaginary people. That's what's going towards imaginary people. Oh no, let's not have imaginary people. Not imaginary people are bad necessarily, but you can only have so much. Yeah, and the kids, the parents can't help them because they want to keep the kid out of their hair. So they say, okay, yeah, play with the video, but you never know what's going on in the video. The Supreme Court suggests we have a constitutional crisis. The Soviets, or as I call them, the Democratic Party, are trying to take over are trying to stymie Trump's holy mission to get rid of the criminals and the people who have broken the law and given them due process. It's a bull. It's a bull. If you came into the country and you do crime, you got to get out and kicked out. There's no due process. We can't due process everybody. It's an invasion. I tell you, it's an invasion from the whole world. Some do legitimately want to come in here because of the great country, but some want to undermine our very nation's nature. It's not going to happen on my watch because I'm throwing my weight, considerable weight, with the troops. Oh, we all must stand together. Jew and Gentile, Muslim and Hindu, and everybody else too, against this modern era of Marxism. Run amok. But now I'm not so sure it's a good idea to take Gaza. I mean, he wants to make it into a zone, but I think he wants to remove all the people, but some would call it cleansing, and take all the Palestinians, put them someplace else, and then call make Gaza like Vegas. Viva the Gaza, no more a terrorism. Yeah, viva, and then we get like a, but then you have to let the Palestinians back eventually. We go, what the hell are they doing? Oh, it was knocked down. Now it's looks like Vegas by the sea. I'm not so sure it's a good idea, but I'm willing to do it to get some peace in the Middle East. Diddy Darkness. Diddy is trying to get out of it by saying, "Oh, sure, you could say I'm a bad guy because I beat the hell out of a woman to a pulp because she wouldn't do in my orgy. But that don't make me a criminal." I'm sorry, Mr. Diddy. It does make you a criminal. Well, criminal. Oh, did he die? Diddy's gonna get it. He's gonna be in prison for a long time. Yeah, it's a good thing for him. I think he likes to do boys as well as gals. When I say boys, I mean boys. That little devil's got, those little criminals, that gang of 12 and 11-year-olds that are terrorizing Times Square. Well, they got off scot-free because there's no law against being a brat. Well, let me tell you, I'd like to release a horde of nuns with drills on their heads and hit them in the head. You got to beat the hell out of those kids. That's right, corporal punishment. Get a corporal and tell them to get a baseball bat, and they'll give them corporal punishment. I'm a law and order man. So it's, and because oh, that's why the liberals can't be presidents. No, it's just stuff that's going on. Don versus Dad. There's one man who's more than a match for the infamous Vlad Putin. It is our Tony. Oh, Tony boy, you're the greatest man who ever lived. They shot you and you got up and rage. He's a man. That's a man. Ah, see, somebody who's not a man, somebody who's real tall. Only sure, the former FBI president has trying in code to tell people to assassinate our great leader. Oh, you're in trouble now, Colby. You're gonna do some time. Yeah. Checker follies. And you know what the fact checkers for the Democrats do? They don't fact check. They don't fact check this Mr. Trump. It's not right. They're bad boys and girls. And they give me trouble with God. I know it because God talks to me all the time. It wasn't just Joe. Yeah. Wasn't just Joe who tried to stay in power and undermine the Democratic Party. It was a conspiracy so broad, so deep between the media, the Democratic Party, and those who own the media, the multi-billionaires. Now things are going to change. Because these billionaires, these godless bastards, know now that the Lord on high heaven, he who dwells, he will always be on God, like Trump's son. Trump is the new Moses. Oh, yeah. What? Pathetic pundits. And now they're going back on their word, trying to seem like they're nice. But they're not nice. Not nice. That's it. That's my whole thing with the post. Oh. Not so bad. I don't know what's the next. There we go. Man, we're gonna turn this off and say goodbye. Goodbye. When the moon hits your eye like a great pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore.